Welcome back. You're watching Overdrive, and it's time now to go across to Bert to get your questions answered on Autoselector. Hi, Bert. Our first question this week comes into us from BD Sayan. He's decided to invest in a mid-level sedan. He's got a budget of about 10 lakh rupees, and he's mostly going to be using the same for weekend drives of approximately 500 kilometers. Now, he specially wants an automatic transmission, airbags, ABS, good service, and also wants to keep his maintenance costs low. So what would you recommend?
First thing, since your usage is not going to be very high, we'd suggest a petrol car. Second, since you were looking for an automatic and that's your preference, there are three cars that fit your bill. There's the Honda City, there's the Hyundai Verna, and there's the Skoda Rapid. Now, of these three cars, the Hyundai Verna I'd suggest is the best option, principally because it's got the best fuel efficiency. It's a bit better than the Honda City or the Skoda Rapid, not significantly better, just a little bit better. But overall, Hyundai has the better service network. The value for money option that you get from a Hyundai product is definitely a little more valuable than the Honda City presently and the Skoda Rapid for that matter. So yes, your choice, your option should be the Hyundai Verna.
Our next question comes into us from Amit Rajgor. He writes in from Gujarat saying he's planning to buy himself his first SUV or MUV. He wants it to be spacious so that he can seat a family of 8. He shortlisted the Toyota Innova and the Maruti Ertiga. Now, Amit ends up traveling about 2,000 to 4,000 kilometers monthly, and he wants a vehicle that will not have maintenance issues and will also offer good mileage. What would you suggest, Bert?
The 2,000 to 4,000 kilometers that you mentioned you'll be doing in a month, well, that's a lot of mileage to put on any vehicle, leave alone an MUV. I mean, that's the kind of mileage fleet operators put on their vehicles. But let me look at this problem in this way. You're looking at a 2 BHK flat, and the only difference between the Ertiga and the Innova is that, well, they both are 2 BHKs, for instance. But the Ertiga, well, it's a 500 square meter flat, whereas the Innova, well, that's 700 square meters. So you definitely get a lot more breathing space in the Innova. You can get the option to seat 8 people in the Innova, just as you can in the Ertiga. Of course, that's without the captain seats. You get the bench for the middle and the last row. However, what you're looking at the Toyota for is its brand image, the reliability, the longevity that you just don't get with any other vehicle in the Indian market. That Innova will go on and on for years and years. I mean, we've seen Innovas with more than 1 lakh kilometers on the odometer, and they look almost as good as new. So definitely your choice should be the Innova.
Well, here's a question we haven't seen in a while. Avinash writes in saying he wants to buy himself a petrol hatchback and he's confused between the Honda Brio and the Maruti Swift. He wants the car to look good, be worth his money, low on maintenance, offer good mileage and also have a good dealer service network.
Hi Avinash, I know the Brio between the Suzuki Swift issue is a very confusing one, and well, believe you me, we've had this same conundrum before. I mean, we've never known what to go in for. It's been a very, very difficult choice to make. But if you read our comparison test, you will understand why the Swift is just that wee bit better than the Brio. Now, in every other respect, be it the performance, fuel efficiency, the styling, the interior space, the features, the value for money option, the ownership costs, and of course the dealer network. Now, both of these hatchbacks are very closely matched. But the Swift is just that little bit more fun to drive than the Brio. And that's why we chose the Swift over the Brio. Probably you should too.
Well, our final question this week comes in from Abhishek Patel. He wants to buy himself a 200 to 250cc motorcycle. He wants it to be stylish and have good performance as well. He wants it to have a mileage of about 20 kilometers per litre. His budget is between 1.4 to 3.4 lakh rupees. His daily commute is about 30 to 40 kilometers. At present, he owns the Yamaha R15 version 2.0 and the Ninja 250R 2008 model. Should he wait for the Kawasaki Ninja 250R 2013 model or buy the KTM Duke 200? Lucky guy you are.
Abhishek, the 2013 Ninja 250R is going to be a much different motorcycle from the existing Ninja 250R, principally because it's got a new engine and a new chassis. But it isn't going to be a substantially better motorcycle than the existing bike. There will be small differences. It will be a step up for certain, but not a significant one. It will, however, be a very different, a much more superior product than the R15 or anything else in that segment presently. However, our recommendation to you is go in for the KTM Duke 200. That will offer a very different riding experience and one that I'm sure you will enjoy most certainly. Especially a good motorcycle to add to your portfolio since you say you already have the R15 and the Ninja 250R. I'd say try something different. Try the KTM Duke 200. You will enjoy that experience. However, if you're not in a rush to buy a motorcycle, we recommend you wait for a little longer, probably about 6 months, because KTM is planning to get out the 350cc Duke. That is a larger motorcycle. It offers more power, more performance, and it should fit within that bracket, that budget that you have. 3.5 lakh rupees, well, it won't be too much for that motorcycle. I think you should wait and try that one out. Both of these motorcycles, the Ninja 250R and the KTM Duke 350, should be out somewhere towards the middle of 2013. So wait for it.
Okay, with that, it is time for us to wrap up this week's Auto Selector. Bert, as always, many thanks for joining us. If you have questions, we have the answers. Send us your queries to helpdesk@overdrive.co.in. We'll get Bert to answer them right here on the show.